Hey, good evening, everyone. Looks like it's just you right now, Brian. But good evening, good evening. We will let some people filter in here before we get going, as we always do. What's going on, Birdman? Bird, I'll send you a screenshot right now of something I'm watching. If I can find it. Yeah. All right, our number's up to 2 now. I just sent you a screenshot, Birdman. Not sure why everybody's not hopping in here so fast. Let's see here. My tweet went out. Say it again. We are live. Envy. Boom. Yeah, just 2 folks in here. That's so odd tonight. That's that card, Birdman's a 1 of 1, by the way. I don't know if you saw it or not. But anyhow, we'll get the timer going. It's already been 2 minutes. People are starting to pop in. We'll get the timer going and let some more folks filter in. Put the timer on for 4 minutes. Boom, bam. There it is. What's going on, JD? Little Joel in the house. Yeah, give it about 3+ minutes. While we're waiting, I went ahead and dropped the next break, which is break number 10. It's a case of artifacts with random teams. We did this once before, and it sold out within like 3 days, I think it was. So we're going to try it again. So break 10 is live on the website right now. Case, which is 10 boxes of artifacts, will be our next one that I just released a little while ago. And then number 9 still out there. That's the 2 artifacts, 2 synergy, and the ultimate with 12 teams left. And then number 8 still out there with 2 synergy, 2 artifacts, and the Fanatics jersey. So as like we normally do, got 3 live breaks, but the most recent was 10, which is the artifacts case. Just in case you were wondering what I was cryptically talking about in the Twitter text. All right. We'll do some Hall of Fame guesses tonight. See if anyone can join the esteemed ranks of the OG Robert Valentin, the 2-time champ David Bird, the 2-time champ in cursive Matt Dreyer, and the most recent champ and the 6th person to enter the esteemed Hall of Fame, Matt Foxhall. So we'll do 1 guess for synergy, 1 guess for artifacts, and 1 guess for buyback to see if anybody can join those ranks. We'll do buybacks last, of course, as we normally do. And I think we'll just go every other one, make it fun. Do that. Just to change it up a little bit. Got plenty of supplies. We're all good there. You're going to break me, Will, with all this artifacts awesomeness. Well, I was thinking, too, like now that everybody's kind of done with the bounty, whoever's pulls those cards can probably turn around and sell them on eBay for a nice little profit for other folks that are trying to do the bounty or try to go after again. Who knows? But yeah, case or break 10, which is a case, is up there. But give it another minute, and we'll jump right in. We do have the randoms. We can do that while we're waiting. The random was for who gets the Rangers tonight. And obviously, whatever team you got is a 1-for-1. So if you bought 5 teams, you got 5 entries. So I have them all listed here. We'll go ahead and knock that out while we're waiting. So there is. Hopefully, you guys can see it pretty well. Here's all of our names. And we're going to do it 6 times. Whoever comes out number 1 spot on the 6th time is going to get the Rangers tonight. So good luck, everyone. Here we go. And I'll also go over the teams once we get through this. But you see all 30 teams listed there, or all 30 names. Just went with last names. That's our 3rd time, 4th time, 5th time. This next time counts. So good luck, everyone. 6th time is Mr. Cologne, and it is Richard Cologne with 1 team tonight. I know Birdman has quite a few. A-Rod's got quite a few. But Richard Cologne with 1 team with the Avs pulls it off. So awesome job there, Richard. Hopefully some Rangers fire for you. And just to go over the teams real fast, Jason Horner's got the Ducks. Benny Lennox has the Stars. Brian DeMarco has the Hurricanes and Islanders. Joey Picciarello has the Bruins. Ryan Robb's got the Penguins and Jets. Caleb Lindy has the Oilers and Blackhawks. Joel Day with the Maple Leafs and Wild. Jack Swiertz with the Canadiens. Sorry if I messed up your name, Jack. Andrew Green with the Caps. Richard Cologne with the Avalanche and now the Rangers. Bryce Charney with the Canucks. Birdman, Devils Send Sharks. A-Rod, Columbus, VGK, St. Louis Red Wings. Birdman closed it out with the Yotes, Predators, and Panthers. And then A-Rod also had Flyers, Kings, Flames, Lightning, and Sabres. So good luck, everyone, tonight. And we will get this break going. Here we go. Start off with our synergy. So I figure our 2nd box of synergy and our 2nd box of artifacts. We'll do our guesses, Hall of Fame guesses. See if we can add anybody to the ranks. But good luck, everyone. On this one, there's our barcode. There's our barcode. And here's our tape up front. Our packs of synergy. Empty box. All right. See what we can do. First up, we have a scratch code of Tyler Seguin for Dallas. See where I can find a good spot here for him in the camera. But Tyler Seguin scratcher for Dallas. Followed by 67 out of 749 for Ryan McLeod for the Oilers. Ryan McLeod, 67 out of 749. And we're just going to penny sleeve them. And our last card out of pack 1, Sidney Crosby with the perennial All-Star. Crosby with the perennial All-Star. Man, not a lot of guys in tonight. That's all right. Next up, we have Ryan Getzlaf for the Ducks. This is a non-scratcher. So Getzlaf for the Ducks there. Followed by an exceptionally young star for the Bruins. 115 of 449 of Pasta. So I like these, essentially the clear cuts, what they are. That nice Boston card there. And Boston tonight is actually Joey Picciarello. So Picciarello picked up the Bruins, probably beat Birdman. But a nice one for you, Joey. David Pastrnak, 115 out of 449, essentially a clear cut of the exceptional young stars. And last card for the LA Kings, we got Drew Doughty. And this is 156 of 899. 156 of 899 for Doughty. Moving on to our next one here. We have a scratcher of Ryan Getzlaf. So we had his non-scratcher last pack. Now we're pulling his bounty in this pack. So Getzlaf for the Ducks. Then we have another kind of the clear-cut card for Boston, Tuukka Rask, 555 of 749. 555 of 749 for Tuukka and the Bruins. Get my supplies here. So congrats again there, Joey. Tuca 555 out of 749. Nice looking card. And our last card from pack number 2, pack number 3, we have Alex Ovechkin, perennial All-Star. Looks like he's very happy there. But a nice OV and Caps card going to Andrew Green. Next up, we have Mikey Anderson for the Kings. Rookie card, non-bounty card. Followed by, we have one of the die cut cards of Henrik Lundqvist. Henrik Lundqvist with the Star Quest. Sometimes they're easy to go in, sometimes they're not. That one went in. Good. So nice one there for the Rangers. And the Rangers were, that's Richard Cologne with Rangers as the random team. So nice Star Quest card for Richard. And followed by Stanley Cup Journey, Jonathan Toews, 539 of 899. 539 of 899 for Toews and the Blackhawks. Next up, we have a bounty card of Jansen Harkins, rookie for the Jets. Jansen Harkins, bounty card. Followed by Sid the Kid, 187 out of 749. 187 out of 749. So add that extra 1 in the front, and you've got his jersey number because he's number 1. How about that? eBay 1 of 1. But 187 out of 749 for Crosby and the Penguins. Followed by Jason Robertson for Dallas. Roaring 20s. Robertson Roaring 20s for the Stars. Next up, we have for the Flyers, John LeClair, going back in time a little bit. So I can get him into focus here. So John LeClair, this is a non-bounty card. So LeClair and the Flyers, followed by Exceptional Future of Josh Norris for Ottawa, 549 of 749. 549 of 749 for Norris. Exceptional Futures, essentially a clear cut. It's a nice card for the Sens there. And last card in this pack, we have Michael DiPietro for Vancouver, rookie journey. This is 193 of 899. 193 of 899 for can't talk. Michael DiPietro for the Canucks, rookie journey. And 2 packs left in our first box of Synergy. First up, we have a bounty of John Gabriel Pajau. John Gabriel Pajau for the Islanders. Followed by John Carlson for the Capitals. Kind of like the matte pink cards from Allure. But nice pink there. This is 226 of 349. 226 of 349 for the Caps and Andrew Green. Sharp looking card. And last card in this pack, we have Mark Scheifele and the Jets, Constant Threats. Scheifele and the Jets, Constant Threats there. And down to our last pack in the first box of Synergy. We have Jonathan Gibson for the Ducks. Followed by Teuvo Teravainen for the Hurricanes, Exceptional Stars. 375 of 749. 375 of 749 for Teravainen and the Hurricanes. Nice looking card. And last one, we have Connor McDavid roaring 20s for the Oilers. McDavid roaring 20 there. We will get into our first box of artifacts. Let's see if we get a extremely hot box or a no-hit box or bad cuts, whatever Upper Deck wants to send us, or the distributor wants to send us, whatever Upper Deck put in here. There's our barcode. There's our second barcode, very tiny. And our tape on the front. So our packs, our empty box. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Let me get some slugs here in just a second. Put those cards down right there. Just put some slugs on. I like to put on the mats, as you guys know. Put that there. All right. First up, we have Kyle Connor for the Jets. Kyle Connor for the Jets. Followed by Shea Theodore for VGK. Theodore for the Knights. We get him to focus here. There we go. So Shea Theodore for Vegas. We got our first slug of the night. That's awesome. The card will get up here. Come on. Followed by Quinn Hughes, 69 of 75 for Vancouver. 69 of 75 for the Canucks and Bryce Charney. Congrats, Bryce. Under 100, we'll go ahead and top load them. Over 100, like some of those Synergy, we'll just penny sleeve them. But a nice Quinn Hughes there, 69 of 75 for you. And last card of pack one, Pierre-Luc Dubois, no longer of Columbus, now up in Winnipeg. But Pierre-Luc Dubois for Columbus. Who wants to go to Winnipeg? It's bitterly cold up there. I don't know if I want to go to Columbus. All right, next up we have Jacob Markstrom for Vancouver. Markstrom for the Canucks. Followed by a slug. And we have a Orem bounty card of Seth Jones. Not sure how much he's going for on the internets. It's card 27 by Seth Jones and Columbus. He wants to focus in. Come on, Seth. Does not want to focus in. But Jones here and the Blue Jackets. Columbus going to Adam Rodriguez. Even if you don't want the code, they're still cool cards. I like the foil on them. Or if you're doing this for the code. And last card in this pack, we have Bo Horvat for the Canucks. Bo Horvat for Vancouver. All right. Next up, we have Brady Tkachuk for Ottawa. Tkachuk for the Sens. Followed by our third slug of the night. And looks like we have a rookie redemption here for Winnipeg. That makes it nice and easy. But a rookie redemption for the Jets. And Jets were... Who had the Jets? Ryan Robb. So congrats, Ryan. So rookie redemption there for Ryan. And our next card in this pack, Jacob Voracek for Philly. Voracek for the Flyers. And we got Bernsey for San Jose. So Birdie called a Burns, not the one you're looking for, but our first viewing of Burns and the Sharks. Yeah, come on, cards. It's not being nice. There we go. Next up, we have pulled 2 here. But first, we have Ryan Suter for Minnesota, Suter for the Wild, followed by Kyle Palmieri for the Devils. So Suter and Palmieri. We have our slug. Got Jonathan Huberdeau, 292 of 299. 292 of 299 for Huberdeau and the Panthers. Like I said, under 100 will top load them. And last card in this pack, Anthony Duclair for Ottawa. Anthony Duclair for the Sens. First up, we have Oliver Ekman-Larsson for the Coyotes. Ekman-Larsson for the Coyotes. Got a slug. Followed by David Krejci for Boston. 111 of 175. 111 of 175 for Krejci and the Bruins. Again, Bruins was Joey Picciarello in this break. So congrats, Joey. Nice black and white patch here. Or the fight straps, maybe. I think somebody was talking about it earlier today in the chat. But 111 of 175 here for Krejci. Followed by David Krejci for the Bruins. So back-to-back Krejcis. That would be 2 drinks. We're playing along at home tonight, right? There's our drink there. So if you are playing back at home, back-to-back for the same player, it's a twofer. All right, next up we have Thomas Hertl for the Sharks, followed by a slug. Joe Pavelski for Dallas, 205 of 299. 205 of 299 for Pavelski and the Stars. James Van Riemsdyk for the Flyers. And last card, Dougie Hamilton for the Hurricanes. Dougie Hamilton for the Canes. And that one's a little dinged up in that top left corner there. Right here, if you can see it. A little of that foils came off. Not too much, but a little dent there on Hamilton. That's the first thing I've seen tonight so far, it seems. Might have missed some, but the first obvious one at least. Which isn't too bad. And we got a thick card here. So let's see what it is. First up, Matt Zuccarello for the Wild. Zuccarello for the Wild. Followed by the Canucks. Bo Horvat, 39 of 65. That's a nice one too. Nice blue and white patch, and then the blue as well. That's a sharp looking card there. 39 of 65. Canucks going to Bryce. Congrats, Bryce. Real nice card for you. And looks like 2 cards left in this pack. We have Sergei Bobrovsky for the Panthers. Bob for the Panthers. And last card for the Lightning, Braden Point. Braden Point for Tampa. And the last pack of our first box of artifacts, we have Brock Besser for the Canucks. Got a slug. For the Lightning, we have Nikita Kucherov, 133 of 299. 133 of 299 for Kucherov. Followed by Jonathan Huberdeau for Florida. Huberdeau for the Panthers. And last card out of box number 1 of Artifacts, it is Mr. Matt Murray. Matt Murray for the Penguins. So for you guys that are in here, moving on to our second box of Synergy, we will do our Hall of Fame guesses. So get your Hall of Fame guesses in there. We'll give it about a minute to get some thought out guesses of who could be the auto, if there is one. Brian DeMarco says, Mr. Morgan Geeky. All right. Should be a few more guesses. If not, we'll keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. All right. I know Bird was commenting if he wants to guess. Oh, there's Bird. So Pareko for Jack, Brian Bowen for Birdman. All right. So there's our barcode. Here's our packs. Empty box. All right. First up, we have a bounty card of Jonathan Huberdeau for the Florida Panthers. So Huberdeau card 52 for the bounty, but Jonathan Huberdeau for Florida. Followed by one of these matte pink looking ones, but Synergy FX for the Bread Man, Artemi Panarin and the Rangers, 195 of 349. 195 of 349 for the Rangers and Panarin. And last card is Andrei Svechnikov for Carolina. Svechnikov for the Canes. You can start to see that buyback box peeking up back there. Next up, we have Bobby Orr for the Bruins. It's a non-bounty card, just one of their retro ones. So Orr for the Bruins there. Followed by Exceptional Futures of Morgan Geeky, not the auto, but Exceptional Futures, 236 of 749. 236 of 749 for Geeky. Hurricanes, Brian. So you called the player, just no auto, Brian. Very close. Again, 263 of 749 for you there. And last card in this pack, we have Stanley Cup Journey of Genny Malkin, 856 of 899. 856, 899 for Malkin and the Tuxedo Chickens. Next up, we have Vasilevsky for the Lightning with a bounty, card 6. Vasilevsky for the Lightning, bounty card. Exceptional Stars here of Andrei Kopitar, 236 of 749. 236 of 749 for Kopitar and the Kings. And last card from this pack, we have Constant Threat, Nikita Kucherov for the Lightning. Kucherov for Tampa. Yeah, Brian, you practically had the jacket on, but it just didn't quite fit. But there's still a chance for an auto. Next up, we have Calvin Thurkoff for the Blue Jackets. Not a bounty card. Calvin Thurkoff. Trying to get him into focus here. Doesn't want to. Next up for the Rangers, we have Vitaly Krasov, exceptional features. Number 5 of 449. Vitaly Krasov for the Rangers, going to Richard Cologne. Nice one for you there. And last card in this pack, card 506 of 799, Timothy Liljegren, rookie journey for Toronto. Timothy Liljegren, 506 of 799 for the Maple Leafs. And next up, we have Morgan Geekie for Carolina, rookie card. And we got a redemption here. This is going to be I'm going to have to hold on to this one like the other redemption. So this is a rookie redemption, red rookie short print, player name to be determined. So I've got another redemption from the last break that I'm holding on to. And once Upper Deck names the players, I'm keeping track of the card in the break and who would get it. But rookie redemption, red rookie short print, player to be determined. So once Upper Deck releases them, then it will get released out to the person from whatever team it was. Like I said, this is the second one we have that way. We had one from the last Synergy break. Last card, Nicholas Rydstrom, Stanley Cup Journey, 854 of 899. 854 of 899. Bird says 3-3 tie game. Yep, with 57 seconds left. Old Charlie McAvoy, former Wild player. Come on, foil. Come on, foil. There we go. We have a bounty here of Zach Werenski. Somebody on Twitter asked who got the Rangers. It was Richard Cologne. Richard Cologne did, Ryan. But Zach Werenski with the bounty card here for Columbus. Followed by, it looks like the matte pink variation, but Synergy FX 279 of 349 for Patrice Bergeron and the Bruins. Bergeron and the Bruins. And last card in this pack, Nathan MacKinnon, constant threats for the Avalanche. MacKinnon, constant threats for the Avs. 2 packs left in our second box of Synergy. And we have Brady Tkachuk for Ottawa. Followed by exceptional young stars of Andrei Svechnikov for the Hurricanes. 162 of 749. 162 of 749 for Svechnikov and the Canes. Followed by Spectrum FX out of 749, Teuvo Teravainen for the Canes. Card 23 of 749 for Carolina. 23 out of 749 for Teuvo Teravainen there. And our last pack in box number 2 of Synergy. We have bounty card here, number 120 of Martin Kaut, excuse me. Martin Kaut for the Avalanche. Again, that's card 120 with the bounty for Colorado and Martin Kaut. Then we have Sidney Crosby, Synergy FX out of 749. This is card 72. 72 out of 749. Penguins going to Ryan Robb. And last card, Roaring 20s of Austin Matthews and that beautiful, beautiful mustache. See if you can get it to zoom in here. Focus. Doesn't want to. I think the rainbow foil is putting a damper on it. But Austin Matthews there for the Leafs with the Roaring 20s. And since we're on to our second box of artifacts now, second box, we're going to do our Hall of Fame guesses again for our second box of artifacts there. This is guess 2 out of 3 for this break. And the final guess will be with the buyback. Birdman thinks the Bruins are going to win it here. have to see, Birdman. Give you guys a few minutes longer for your guesses, like a minute longer. All right, Birdman says Jack Hughes. Is that our only guess for our Hall of Fame guesses? There we go. Jack says Mikko Koivu. Brian, you got a guess for us? Join the esteemed ranks of the Hall of Fame guessers. All right, we're going into the cap zone there. All right. So our second box of artifacts. Maybe Brian stepped away. All right, barcode. Barcode. Oh, JD says Draisaitl. All right. That one's in time. Oh, Saku Koivu. There's our empty box. Oh, looks like the Caps won it there, Birdman. I didn't see who scored. All right. Try it this way this time. First up, we have Jonathan Toews for Blackhawks. Oh, Ovi scored it. Nice. So Toews for the Blackhawks. By a nice patch here, Martin Kaut. 462 of 599 with a nice red and blue there. And Avalanche was Richard Cologne. That's the team you bought. And you got the Rangers also. So nice one for you, Richard. Again, 462 of 599 for you. Got our slug. And last card, Kyle Connor for Winnipeg Jets. Connor for the Jets. Yeah, if they come clean out of the packages, I'm just going to flip them around like this instead of putting them on the slugs. Next up, James Van Riemsdyk for the Flyers. A little flaking there in the top left corner. It's going to be hard to see. There it is. But you can see it right there. A little bit of flaking on the silver foil there. Occasionally happens. But Van Riemsdyk for the Flyers. Followed by Brett Howden for the Rangers. With the Artifacts Autofacts. Brett Howden going to Richard. A little bit of that B's coming off the sticker there, like he signed over it. Kind of a bummer. But Brett Howden for the Rangers. Don't think anybody guessed him. A nice one for you, Richard. We'll put them out there. Do the auto horns for Brett Howden and Richard. All right, we got our slug. Followed by Gustav Nyquist for Columbus and Travis Konecny for the Flyers. Konecny for the Flyers and Gustav Nyquist for Columbus. Next up, we got David Krejci for the Bruins. A little bit coming off the foil on that one too. Going to be hard to focus in on, but just a speck off the silver foil there. Krejci for the Bruins. Followed by Brock Besser for the Canucks out of 99. 71 of 99 here for Brock Besser in Vancouver. Besser in the Canucks. Got our slug. Kyle Palmieri and the Devils, followed by Thomas Hertl and the Sharks. So Palmieri and Hertl there is the last two. First up, Matt Murray and the Penguins. And we have a rookie artifacts 388 of 399 for Tyler Benson and the Oilers. I think we pulled this card last time we did the case, I believe. But Tyler Benson, 388 out of 399. And our slug, followed by Ryan Ellis for the Nashville Predators and Jonathan Quick for the Kings. Quick and Ellis, that's the last two. Next up, Braden Point for the Lightning. Bob for the Swamp Kitties. You have a wild card rookie redemption. Probably going to be another one. Yep. Card 213. Might be able to look this one up, but it's probably the third one I've got to hold now until we figure out who the wild card rookie redemption is. But I will mail them off, believe me. But Upper Deck did not release the set yet, I don't think. I'll try to look it up because we've got a card number at least. But once we do release the list, I will forward on to the person who it belongs to. Our slug. And last card, Brock Besser for the Canucks. Besser for the Canucks. I'll make sure to tweet it out once they release the redemptions, and then also I'll tweet it out once I mail out whose card it belongs to. All right, third to last pack. Jonathan Huberdeau for the Panthers. Pierre-Luc Dubois for Columbus. How about Matthew Barzal for the Islanders out of 399? Barzal for the Islanders. And we got another slug. And last card, Jacob Markstrom for the Canucks. Markstrom for the Canucks. Thick one in here. First up, William Nylander for the Maple Leafs. Nylander for the Maple Leafs. Followed by Ricard Raquel for the Ducks, 80 of 175. 80 of 175 for Raquel and the Ducks. Nice orange and black patch here. And let me open my new top loader box here. So Raquel out of 175 for the Ducks, double patch. And our slug. And last card for this pack, Shea Theodore for the Knights. Theodore for the Knights. And last pack of this box number 2 of artifacts. We have Brent Burns for the Sharks. How about Jacob Voracek for the Flyers? Elias Pettersson, 211 of 499 for Vancouver. 211 of 499. For the Canucks, going to Bryce. Have our slug. And Ryan Suter for the Wild as the last card. We'll go into our third and final box of Synergy. Then we got our third box of Artifacts in our Buyback box. Like I said, we'll do one more Hall of Fame guess during the buybacks. There is our barcode, and our tape up front here. Get in there. And our box. All right, let's see if we can get here. First up, we have card 42 redemption, or bounty, excuse me, for Patrice Bergeron and the Bruins. And card 42 for Bergeron and the Bruins. We have Matthew Barzal for the Islanders, 335 of 749. 335 of 749 for Barzal and the Islanders. And a roaring 20s of Liam Foudy for the Blue Jackets. Liam Foudy for the Blue Jackets. There's Zach right there at the game. I don't know if you can see it too well. That is Zach right there. So Liam Foudy there, roaring 20s. Next up, we have Mario Lemieux for Pittsburgh. Non-bounty card, but Lemieux for the Penguins. Then we have Sean Coutier, Exceptional Stars, 511 of 749 for the Flyers. Sean Coutier, 511 of 749 for Philly. Followed by the Blackhawks, Jonathan Toews, Stanley Cup Journey, 450 of 999. Toews, Stanley Cup Journey, 450 of 999 there. Next up, we have Quinn Hughes bounty card for Vancouver. And this is card 40. So Quinn Hughes bounty. Exceptional Young Stars of Brady Tkachuk, 178 of 449. 178 of 449 for Tkachuk in Ottawa. And last card, Elias Pettersson, Constant Threats for Vancouver. Pettersson, Constant Threats. All right, we have for Chicago, Philip Kurashev, rookie non-bounty, Philip Kurashev. And you see the white there right above the silver. It should not look like that. Notice some of these last break, like the assembly is just a hair off. But Philip Kurashev there for Chicago. Followed by an auto here of Noah Hannafin for Calgary and the Flames. Flames were bought by Adam Rodriguez. So Noah Hannafin auto for you there, Adam. And Calgary. Sound the auto horns for Adam and Noah. And last card, we got Stanley Cup Journeys of Mario Lemieux, 879 of 899. 879 of 899 for Lemieux Stanley Cup Journey. And we have a bounty here, card 119, Victor Soderstrom for the Coyotes. So bounty card 119, Victor Soderstrom for the Coyotes. We have Patrick Kane for the Blackhawks, 280 of 749. 280 of 749 for Kane. And last card in this pack, Roaring 20s, Kiefer Bellows for the Islanders. Kiefer Bellows for the New York Islanders. Next up, we have Alec Regula for the Blackhawks. Alec Regula for Chicago. Non-bounty, kind of the alternate photo, I believe, where they're kind of like the superimposed locker room back there. But Regula for the Blackhawks. Followed by Exceptional Young Stars of Austin Matthews, 115 of 449. 115 of 449 for Matthews and the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs going to Joel Day. A nice Mr. Mustache there. Joel Day. And Kiefer Bellows again for the Islanders, rookie journey, This is 225 of 799. 225 of 79 for Kiefer and the Islanders. And 2 packs left in our last box of Synergy. Got a bounty card here. Card 54, Brock Besser for the Canucks. Brock Besser for the Canucks, card 54 in the chase. And kind of our matte pink again that we saw in some of the earlier boxes. Matthew Tkachuk for the Flames, 311 out of 349. Come on, card. 311 out of 349 for Tkachuk and the Flames. My camera shows it like a odd pink color, but it's kind of a dull pink, purplish maybe. And last card, perennial all-star Johnny Hockey for Calgary. So Johnny Gaudreau for the Flames. And last pack in our third box of Synergy. We have Jack Eichel for Buffalo. Eichel for the Sabres. Exceptionally young stars of Mikko Rantanen, card 40 of 749. 40 of 749 for Rantanen and the Avs. A piece of styrofoam there. And our last card in our last box of Synergy, Jack Eichel for Buffalo with some serious torque in that stick. Not sure that stick doesn't snap there. But a nice rainbow foil there. Constant threats of Jack Eichel for Buffalo. And getting into our last box of artifacts, and we'll have a Hall of Fame guesses for the buybacks. As a reminder, we dropped the case of artifacts, 10 boxes, all random teams, about 20 minutes before the break started. And that's break 10. All right, here's our barcode, tape up front. Empty box. All right. See who we can get here. First up, Jonathan Toews for Chicago. Toews for the Blackhawks. Followed by Mark Stone for Vegas. Then we have Gustav Nyquist out of 20 for Columbus. Number 7 of 20. So double his jersey number. That's an eBay 0.5 of 1. Not quite a 1 of 1. Close. 0.5. Going to A-Rod, who picked up Columbus. Number 7 of 20 there for Nyquist. Nice super short print there. We got our slug. Our last card in this pack, Brady Tkachuk for Ottawa. Tkachuk for the Sens. Next up, Alex Pietrangelo for the Blues. Followed by a Penguin rookie redemption. Nice that it's a team one here. So Penguins rookie redemption. We got our slug. Followed by Oliver Ekman-Larsson for the Coyotes and Matt Zuccarello for the Wild. Zooks and Ekman-Larsson as the last two cards there. Next up, Ben Bishop for Dallas. Bishop for the Stars. A little silver flake in there at the top of that one, and it happens occasionally with these cards because that foil goes right up to the corner. But Bishop and the Stars, followed by Jake Evans from Montreal, 251 of 599. 251 of 599 for Evans and the Canadiens. Nice one going to Jack. So 251 of 599 there for Evans in Montreal. And we have our slug. And last card, Igor Shesterkin for New York. Shesterkin for the Rangers. Next up, Andrei Svechnikov for the bunch of jerks down in Raleigh. How about Cam Atkinson for Columbus? A rookie relic redemption gold jersey V, another one that we will have to look up and see who it belongs to. But rookie relic redemption 5 or V gold jersey. Again, we will, once Upper Deck releases this, we have our notes here of who had what in the break. Make sure you get the card. There's our slug. And Evander Kane for the Sharks. Evander Kane for San Jose. Next up, we have Jacob Voracek for the Flyers. Let's get him in focus here. Voracek for the Flyers. Followed by a Forum Bounty here of Shea Weber. This is card 17. Shea Weber in Montreal. So Weber and the Canadiens. Going to Jack. Shea Weber. Again, card 17. Not sure if he's selling for much for his bounty code, but still a cool card even without selling it. Got our slug. And Ryan Suter for Minnesota as the last card. Suter for the Wild. Looks like 1, 2, 3 packs left of artifacts. Then we got our last box of the night with the buybacks. And we'll do a Hall of Fame guess for that. That wrapper was sticky. All right, first we have David Krejci for Boston. How about Braden Point for Tampa? Tom Wilson for the Caps, 132 of 299. 132 of 299 for Wilson and the Capitals. Going to Andrew Green. Got our slug. Last card, Kyle Palmieri for the Devils. Palmieri for the New Jersey Devils. Next up, Bob for the Swamp Kitties. By a Timothy Liljegren for Toronto out of $9.99. Card 914. Card looks off. Like, I think the cut is off a little bit. Can't quite place it. But it looks like a little bit tilted. Like the rookie font, at least in my eyes, looks tilted. Like it's not stamped on there straight. Yeah, it's totally the cut is off here on this one. Oh yeah, you can tell here. If you put a slug up behind it, the card kind of goes down at an angle, like from highest to lowest here. So our first kind of miscut card, this end being a lot higher than that one. But 914 of 999 for Liljegren and the Maple Leafs. Our slug. Last two cards, Thomas Hertl for the Sharks and Brock Besser for the Canes, or Canucks, excuse me. Besser for the Canucks and Hertl for the Sharks. We're pulling a case plus of this. That's not bad for being the first card where it's overly obvious. I've seen a lot on Twitter, on Facebook, where the cuts are horrible or actual hit cards are really bad. So for having one out of $9.99 isn't too bad, I don't think, for a case for us, more than a case now. William Nylander for the Maple Leafs. I'll buy Varlamov for the Islanders out of $2.99. Card 151 of 299. 151 of 299 for Varley. Got our slug. And last two cards, Shea Theodore for Vegas, Kyle Connor for the Jets. As the last two in our third box of artifacts. So what we'll do now is our final Hall of Fame guess of the night. With our box of buybacks. And while I'm waiting for this, again, we dropped our break 10, which is the case of artifacts with random teams. Break 9 had 12 left. That's 2 artifacts, 2 synergies, and a box of ultimate. Box 8 was 2 synergies, 2 artifacts, and the Fanatics jersey. If one wanted to see what jersey that is. But a case, and then artifacts and synergy more or less for the other breaks. And who do we got? We got Crosby, according to JD, Joe Thornton for Birdman, Tyler Seguin for Matty D, Foxy says Timu Solane, Brian DeMarco says Andrei Svechnikov. Got some good guesses finally. Not that the other ones weren't good, but more than 2. All right. Final box. I'm feeling something big, hopefully. Hopefully. Here's our 2 barcodes. Our 2 tapes. Only had 1 there. Usually I have 2. Odd. See what that means. Top. Here's the first. Okay, we can leave that because it's the backside. But our base card here is the Vancouver draft from 2019, #1 draft pick. Would that be Quinn Hughes? Foxy, if you can help me. #1 draft pick of 2019. I think it was Quinn Hughes. I could be wrong. But if you're not on your computer, Foxy, I'll look it up later. But congrats to that one. Oh, Jack Hughes? Oh, Jack, not Quinn. So going to the Devils. Let me write that down on a sticky here real fast. So Jack. All right. To the main card. Let us get, I don't have buttons next to me here. We'll do a sticker. We have 7 of 10. And in a Pittsburgh uniform, it is Justin Schultz from MVP. Justin Schultz and the Penguins going to Ryan Robb, 7 of 10. Kind of the MVP cut card there. Kind of a cool card, kind of like an egg-shaped. See the certificate back there is actually bigger than the card. But Justin Schultz there for the Pens as our buyback. We will sound the auto horns for Justin and Ryan. And that's going to wrap it up for break 721. Again, just put this out there. Break 8 had 21. That was 2 synergy, 2 artifacts in the Fanatics jersey. Break 9 had 12 teams left at the start of the break. That was 2 artifacts, 2 synergy, and a box of ultimate. And we released break 10 about 20 minutes before the break started. And that was the random teams case of artifacts. So everybody can get at that one and get the random team in. But congrats on the hits tonight for the Rangers, Penguins, and the Flames, and the other short print cards we had too were kind of cool. Thanks for everyone for being a part. And have a good night, everybody. Have a good night, JD. But we'll see you guys soon on Twitter. Have a good night. Stay safe. And we'll see you soon. Take care.